So, it's Sunday. Happy Sunday.
I don't know about happy, but sure. Did you have a good day, I guess?
I had a great day, but it sounds like there's a...
Well, let's talk about your great day first, because I'm about to be Debbie Downer in this bitch for a good
Oh, trouble
minute.
in paradise. Trouble in the house that Glassjaw built.
But first, we should top load it with positivity. So first, how was your day?
It was productive. This whole weekend, oh my God, we got so much done. So I didn't know you when this happened, or we weren't talking, but 2 years after we had moved into this house, our basement flooded. And we realized it was coming in the foundation. So that was like not a cheap fix. So like almost $5,000 later, we now have a third sump pump in our basement, and we believe that the problem is solved. So we go back to, fixing, putting the floors back down and fixing the drywall and all kinds of stuff. Cut to 2 years ago, our basement flooded again because we had a crazy rainstorm. And so then like all the floors had to come back up. We lost drywall because now we're like another insane amount of money into now having to waterproof the entire office so that it meets up to the main part of the basement, which then also turned into like, I have lovingly hashtagged it unfuck my yard because we've been doing this restoration now for a year, but it was like I had 50 of these giant like flow wells backfilled with gravel so that the water can just naturally go back into the water table. I had 15 cubic yards of dirt I moved from May to September last year to build like a hill.
Wait, you're doing this yourself? You didn't hire somebody to come and do this?
Well, we had to hire landscapers to come drill the holes and like do all that stuff. We had to remove a whole paver patio, so my dad and I did that. And then my dad had to lay it all back down because we had to raise it up. I mean, it was a good solid like 7 months of either somebody drilling out the floor in my basement and creating an insane mess of like muddy, wet concrete, or an entire naked backyard completely stripped of everything because it's had
And
to
is
be...
your washing machine in the basement?
Yes.
So you had to go in the basement where the mud is to clean the clothes?
Yes.
Oh, no, ma'am.
Oh, it was a fucking nightmare.
See, you're good, though. You were out there doing the work yourself. Because, see, I'd be like, no, motherfucker, we ain't. I can't. We got to hire somebody.
They wanted, so we had an estimate pulled out. So we were
$70,000.
No, it was $5,000. But when you've had to take out a home equity line of credit and you exceed that just in the shit that you have to do to fix it to just stop your house from leaking uncontrollably, I did not have an extra $5,000 to pay somebody to come and put this patio paver down. So God bless my dad was out there a ton in his little old man body with knee pads on, laying brick by brick by brick by brick. I know.
Arthur, we love him. Is that his name?
Not his name. The kids call him Mr.
Oh, Mr. Arthur. Wow. No, that's really nice.
So that's all to say that this summer has been now the time where we can like actually make the yard look nice and a place that we want to hang out and sit and the kids can play. It's no longer a swamp filled with mosquitoes leaking into my basement. So we were like, ugh.
And did you get that mold smell or no?
No. So the both times that it happened, we figured it out like instantly, like same day. So we had learned from, because our house before, the sump pump failed one day. So we'd been through it enough where like we'd paid services to come out and like get the water up or whatever. At this point, it was just like, I went to Home Depot. I rented like the big fans. We've got a dehumidifier down there. We went down with brooms and like pushed all the extra water into the floor drain. So it was easy. It dried out within probably about a day. Yeah.
You're such a 5. You investigated how to fix this. Then you went and bought the tools. You rented the tools. You got it all fixed. See, I am a person. I'm like, Justin's like, well, figure it out. And I'll call people and don't even really know what I'm explaining. I'm like, I don't know. It looks like it's some water and shit. I mean, you're probably going to have to charge us $10,000. Justin's like, don't fucking say that to the guy.
No, you've got to go in knowing exactly what you're talking about because they're going to try to like swindle you.
Well, that's why I'm setting the feminist movement back thousands of years. Because I'd be like, you're going to have to ask my husband. I don't really know. He told me to find out how much it's going to cost.
No, my guy came in and he was trying to tell me that it was hydrostatic pressure, that the water was coming in between the base of the foundation and the wall. And I was like, right, but there's water coming down the wall and it's ruined my wallpaper. So wouldn't that lead you to believe that the water actually came in the window and flooded that way, and then it got under the floor because we have that floating floor? And he was like, no, I think it was hydrostatic pressure. And I was like,
and he wasn't ready for the missus to have that much information. See, he was trying right there to run a game on that ass. And Amanda was like, no, I'm here to tell you right now, it's not hydrostatic, it's actually hydroponic on that ass. So... Now, first of all, I'm gonna just break it down like this. I'm gonna just ask you real. I have a fucking question.
Okay, ask away.
Does your husband give a fuck about interior design? And like what you like and what you do?
Yeah, he's interested. He thinks I do a good job. Therefore, it is my job. And he doesn't interfere other than for me to say, do you like this? Can we buy this? That's as far as, yes, he'll have an opinion sometimes, but it doesn't matter.
That's idyllic. See, because my husband has an opinion all the times. And today I had a bad day because he had an opinion all the time. And like, you would think it's silly. You think it's stupid. It's dumb. But like, here's the thing. I got to live in here. And last time I checked, I'm the stay-at-home mom. So I got to love the space I'm in. I'm the stay-at-home mom shut-in. So I got to like the space I'm in. I got to like every room I go into, I got to be like, I love it in here. Can't wait to never leave. And there's a corner that I sit on. There's my area in the living room. It's my corner sofa, and I fluff it with these certain pillows, and I have my weighted blanket, and I have my side table, and I have my cuticle nipper, and I have my coaster, and I have my water, and I have my Diet Coke. I have my remote control. I have a lot of things. It's my little station. And so from that station is where I do most of my delegating and parenting. Children, go over here. Children, do this. Children, I said stop doing it. Because I can see everybody from this corner, and my seat is perfect.
Yeah.
The problem is when I'm sitting in that seat, I see this painting. And it's pretty and everything, and he's attached to it. His dad took a picture of some sunflowers in like the 70s or some shit, and he found these old pictures and he blew them up, and those pictures then became the artwork for his amazingly beautiful album Material Control. And we love that album. We do. But every day I gotta look at that yellow sunflower, or daisies, I don't know what the fuck they are, which looks kind of like IKEA artwork. I mean, listen, his daddy is a great photographer. I understand. And he's like, it's not that. That's not it. What the fuck? It's not even about that. And I'm like, okay, it might not be about that. But he has to have that hanging because he thinks the room needs it. I think the room does not need it because we have a giant, beautiful Sputnik light fixture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know what the Sputnik is.
I have one in my basement. I have one in the boys' room. I have 2.
Right. Because it's some iconic mid-century modern shit.
Correct.
And that's the art.
Yeah.
So when I look in the dining room, I need to see my children doing Montessori level artwork. I need to see a marble oval table. I need to see a plain white wall, and I need to see the Sputnik. But
Yeah.
instead, I see all of that, and then I see this square IKEA dandelion sunflower, whatever the fuck it is. And I just been wanting it to come down. He's like, well, you can pick whatever you want, but it needs to be artwork. So I'm like, okay, how about this? How about we just paint the wall one monochromatic color? And he goes, okay, but then the artwork has to go back up. I'm like, okay, so then paint the painting the color of the wall that we paint so that it's just the color and the art and there's no disruption to the eye, because that's the problem. The only problem is we can't do that because now he's got spatial. He thinks I don't have the range. He thinks I don't have the range. He thinks that I don't. Which, first of all, okay, I am the heart of this home, bitch. Okay? When motherfuckers come in here and they're comfortable and they're like, ooh, I like this, that was my motherfucker. Okay? There are many things here that were his idea and they're pretty and they're nice. We don't talk about those. Okay? What I'm here to tell you is the fucking painting doesn't work and I need it to come down. So he said, okay, it'll come down. We agreed to paint the wall pink. Apparently, finding the perfect pink is very difficult.
Yeah.
Because I don't want bubblegum, but I also don't want, Golden Girls mauve.
Mm-hmm.
I want perfectly muted, rich person pink that I'm not going to get sick of, that goes beautiful with plants, that when it catches my eye, I'm like, ooh, that was a good feeling. So we started looking through pinks and shit. We can't agree on a pink.
What's his preference?
His preference is for just that fucking painting to be there. So now we've agreed to do the pink. We can't agree on the actual pink, which I don't know if you've looked at a fucking paint swatch store, but there's so many pinks. So now we can't agree on the pink, and I want it done today. You know what I'm saying? I want it down today. So what I'm saying is, let's just take it down. We'll spackle the holes. We'll paint over it white. We have everybody, has that extra can of paint for these exact problems.
Yeah.
No, it has to go up. I'm not doing that. So we can't even. So it's not about the painting. It's not about the painting it. Now it's about you having to control this thing.
Right.
And I know that I'm right. And so I'm going to have to take an X-Acto blade to your little painting. Okay? Because now you done pissed me off. Pussy rations back. I can't. I'm so upset. Ain't nobody fucking. OnlyFans account is over. There's nothing he does where I'm like, what do you do? My husband doesn't wear square toe pilgrim shoes. He's fucking cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? This is a person who has insane personal style, even though he's super minimalist. This is a person who I would trust to, build me a marketing campaign from ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
He has an excellent artistic mind and he can execute. But for some reason, when it comes to making space for my opinion,
Yeah.
in the realm specifically of interior design, I don't think you understand. 17 years we've been doing this. Ugh. I think maybe he's still mad about the leather sofas I threw out. I don't know. Maybe he's still mad about the time where I said my lifestyle doesn't have a dog in it, so that dog gotta go. I mean, I don't know what
Wait
it
a minute,
is.
you made him get rid of a dog?
Sorry.
Oh no.
Listen to me. I gave Paco a beautiful life. When I sent Paco away, that dog thrived. Okay? So no one can be mad at me about that.
Okay. Where did Paco go?
Paco was a gorgeous golden retriever.
Aww.
Who shed too much. And I said, I can't live like this. It was just constant vacuuming. And even after you vacuumed, there was still more dog hair. And I remember I just fucking snapped. there was a dog hair in my mouth, and I was like, nah, motherfucker, I'm moving back to LA. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And I don't like dogs. And he worked all day. And like, I don't know if you know about dogs, but golden retrievers apparently are people dogs. They need
Yeah.
a lot of attention, and they need a lot of exercise. So you got to take the dog out 3 and 4 times a day. You got to run around. You got to attach a tennis ball to the end of this fucking contraption, right? Listen to me, man. It's a fucking stick, right? You put the tennis ball on the bottom of the stick. You throw the fucking ball. The dog comes back with the ball in its mouth. You take the ball, not with the stick, but with your hand from the dog's wet mouth, and then put it back on the stick, and then do it over and over again. So, ball on stick, ball in air, ball on ground, ball in dog's mouth, ball in human hand, ball on stick, ball in air, ball on ground, ball in dog's mouth, ball in human's hand, and it's just a vicious cycle of constant germs. So, like, I couldn't do that. He's like, you just got to throw the ball and he'll go get it. Like, it's not that hard. It's that hard. Because what he also doesn't understand is, he didn't understand about me at the time, which he learned very quickly. It's like when you, Amanda, see a dog, the thing inside your body goes, oh, look at the dog. Look at the little poopy choopy choopy doo. It's like how y'all get swoopy whoopy doggy puppy. Like how y'all do. Y'all just melt and become this fucking weird person that goes, oh, doggy doggy dogster, dog muffin dog world. Whatever the fuck weird shit y'all get in your head about dogs. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at Mr. Dog Pants. And you're just like, what the fuck just happened? Why are y'all talking like that? I don't have that. So when a dog approaches me, I see straight up Cujo. I don't give a fuck how fluffy and cute that dog is. I see sharp teeth in a salivating mouth. I see death, murder, and destruction. Because I got bit by a dog when I was 4.
Yeah.
And that shit traumatized me. That shit traumatized me. A rabid dog in a third world country. Thank you. So I don't fuck with dogs.
Oh, no, okay. You're allowed to not like them. That's pretty crazy.
I've gotten really good. I can be around dogs now without hyperventilating, but that's taken me years.
Yeah.
So anyway.
How long had he had the dog?
It was a newborn when he got the motherfucker, and when he got rid of the motherfucker, it was big as hell. Like, if that dog stood on its hind legs, it was as tall as me, and I'm 4'11".
Well, that doesn't say anything about its age. I was just trying to determine,
that's not how it works.
Golden retrievers grow pretty fast. I was just trying to determine, like, how sad was the dog when he had to leave the only family that he knew.
Excuse me, how sad was the Justin
Paco.
Beck? How sad was the Justin Beck? It was bad, because we had to drive out east. Listen, the home we found for the dog ended up in a beautiful home with, sprawling with land and children. Acreage, bitch, acreage. And one of the children was going to veterinary school, so this dog had, I'm talking about organic, homemade meals, a vitamin regimen, got taken out on boats. It was like the soccer team mascot. This dog had a life, honey. And he moved into a house with another dog, so he had an automatic dog homie with a bunch of friends, with a bunch of land, and they loved throwing that tennis ball.
Yeah.
The dog got brushed 3 and 4 times a day.
Oh, you kept in touch after they took over? Did I personally? Updates?
Yeah, Justin would get updates.
Aww.
But that's none of my business.
Oh, God.
It was listen. I know that it was fucking mean. I understand. But I gave that dog a better life because Justin worked too much, and he didn't have the time to put into that dog. He didn't have the energy to put into that dog. If you work a 14-hour day, you cannot have a golden retriever.
Right.
Because you got to brush that motherfucker 2 and 3 times a day. You got to feed that motherfucker, walk that motherfucker, and then you got to fucking take it on a walk, stand behind it, watch it take a shit. Then, with a fucking Publix bag around your hand, pick that shit up. And I've watched people pick up shit and then go on about their business. They're talking on the phone, swinging a little bag of shit around. And I know they didn't go in the house and wash their hands. I know they didn't.
Disgusting.
I just know they didn't. I just know they didn't. And that's why I can't. I can't. And then the dog, after it's taken a shit, comes in your house. Dogs don't wipe their butts. Ain't no baby wipe. Comes in your house, jumps onto the couch, jumps onto the furniture, and then now your face is on the same fabrics where the dog's butthole was. Nah, motherfucker, we not doing that.
So, we wipe our dogs' butts, and Gigi Linda was the one who started where we picked that up from.
So wait, your dog takes a shit and then you wipe its butt right then and there when you pick up the shit?
When it comes in, you get a little wet paper towel, and you hold up their tail and wipe it.
Yeah. That's not a customary thing?
I don't think anybody wipes their dog's butts.
Everybody should wipe their dog's butt. Or the dog got to live outside. I don't know what the fuck. If you are a living thing in a household, you got to wipe your butthole. I don't give a fuck if you're a snake. I don't even think snakes have a butthole. You got to wipe the butthole. Paco had a beautiful life. Beautiful life.
Well,
the other problem... Can I tell you the other problem, Paco?
Yeah.
Justin Beck trained the dog in Spanish. I don't fucking speak Spanish.
Why? Because he named him Paco?
He said the dog is Spanish. I'm like, what? So he would be at work all day, and the dog would be getting... that shit, that sound that dogs be making... And they want to get close to you. And they're wet and shit. And I would be like, how do I tell the dog to calm down? It's like coming near me. Oh God, it's near me. He's coming closer. He's like, you just tell him to sit down. I'm like, sit, dog, sit. And the dog wouldn't listen. He's like, no, you have to say siéntate, Paco. I'm like, I'm not fucking saying all that shit. Siéntate, Paco. Siéntate, Paco. And he wouldn't do it. And I was just like, nah. And Paco hated me. Paco would take my dry cleaning and put it in the fireplace after he took a shit on it. Like, that dog hated me.
Well, can you blame him? It doesn't sound like you were very nice to him.
What am I supposed to do? I don't pet dogs. Pet him?
He's just the goodest boy.
Yeah, that shit, What? I'm not doing that. Also, I don't know which part did you not hear. I told you there was a dog hair in my mouth. I'm not petting a dog. And I only wear black.
Well, some of them don't shed. Like, one of mine doesn't shed. The other one does, but...
She said one of mine. The other... Wait, so you're talking about plural dogs?
Yes. So we had, when Chris and I lived in Florida, we bought a dog together. And right after Lennox was born, he died. And knowing that he was close to, like, kicking the bucket, we got Coco from a friend who, same thing, like, they worked a lot. They didn't have time for her. They were traveling. So we took her on for a week just to make sure she was okay with the kids. And then, we figured, well, Quinn really loves dogs. She really loves Vinny. He's going to die soon. So we should probably have, like, another dog here just to kind of, like, ease that transition. So she was older. She was, like, 7. So there really wasn't anything to do, as far as, like, training her. And she was good with the kids, and here she is now. Oh, hi, Coco.
See what just happened to your voice? Talk to that dog right quick. Let me see exactly you in the wild with that dog.
Well, Coco, come here. Come here.
What?
She's my old lady. She's in her bed. She has a little bed underneath my bedside table, and she goes. They wait for me to go to bed. These dogs are obsessed with me. They're not my dogs. Like, I like a dog, but I'm not, like, a crazy dog person. I have them for my children, specifically for Quinn. So then anyways, Vinny died. We had Coco. And then one of the rescue groups I followed had a litter of puppies come in, and they were just like little Shih Tzu mixes. And so that's how we came to get Louie.
Well, ho. Vinny, Coco, and Louie all existed at the same time?
No, Vinny and Coco, and then Vinny died in 2015. And then Louie came to live with us spring 2016. So like a year later.
I'm going to need more information. You had a newborn baby with the dog in the house?
Yeah.
So you said, let me test this ferocious dog out with my newborn.
No, when we brought Coco home, Lennox wasn't born yet. When we brought the puppy home, he had been born. But it was a puppy. That's like if you have little tiny kids and you're going to adopt, you either need to get a dog that's like lived with young children and is used to like the noises and the rowdiness and all of that stuff, or you've got to get a puppy. So that's why we were waiting, because often when puppies are up for adoption, they go really fast because nobody ever wants to adopt an older dog, which is, sad but true. But for us, it was just like we needed a puppy so that we would have an animal that grew up understanding that like our house is chaos.
Okay. You got to brush them dogs?
Nope.
What's their teeth maintenance?
We give them like treats and stuff to like chew on to like clean them.
What does the dog smell like, please?
They don't smell like anything because they're clean. And when you have like, because Louie has like hair, like soft hair, and like Coco has more like dog hair, they don't get stinky. Even when they get wet, they don't stink.
No, see, now that's where you are a motherfucking lie. Stop it right now. Even when they're wet, they don't stink, I swear. No,
they don't.
Wet dog is a specific smell, and I do not like it. I can't handle it. It gets me very upset. And the other thing is, y'all motherfuckers are nose blind to your own dog smells, because I've been in a house. No. I'm the expert in dogs. I need that dog out of here. But you can't say it like that because dog people are really sensitive. Oh my God. I can't put my dog outside.
Oh no, we put ours away. Like if there's like because my nieces and nephew don't really like them because they're little and my dogs are little, so my dogs will jump and sometimes it scares the baby. So we usually put them away. I'm not like
I just don't understand. I don't understand it. So
your girls don't ever ask for a dog?
I wish they motherfucking would. They have asked. They brought it up a couple times, and I'd be like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. It's the other thing. It's maintenance. Like,
yeah, it's maintenance.
How often do you have to take your dog to go get a haircut?
They go every 6 to 8 weeks.
That's a lot.
They gotta get their nails trimmed. Like Coco doesn't get a haircut, but like she gets a bath. They do this thing called the Furminator, so it like takes out all of her extra hair, so she doesn't shed as much. They do her nails, and then Louie gets a haircut because his hair can get really long. Okay,
see now, this thing you're talking about, where you're like they don't smell. I'm telling you, they do.
I'm telling you, they don't. I have the Mac Daddy air purifier in here. I clean on the regular. Their beds are frequently washed. They are frequently washed. I can promise you, because I know I do that check when I walk in my house after a long period of time out. What do I smell? Do I still smell hamburgers that Chris cooked on the stove last night? Like, I pick up on it. My house does not smell like dogs. My mom would tell me. My mother tells me when I smell like onions from like sweating out, like, you eat onions and then you just like pour it out of your skin. Garlic.
I'm familiar with an onion smell, yes.
Yeah.
Do the dogs sleep in the human bed?
Yes.
Oh, see now, motherfucker, That's a dial tone, motherfucker. You said the dog is in the bed.
The puppy cried. He cries and cries and cries and cries and cries if he wasn't in bed. And it was my house is too tiny and my sleep is too precious to listen to a puppy cry. And for weeks I tried. It was impossible Coco could sleep in a crate. She doesn't care. She could sleep on the sofa under blankets. She doesn't care. But I let her in the bed because she's old and she's going to die soon. And I feel like it's a nice gesture.
Okay. And now I have another. Did you co-sleep with your children?
Yes and no. With Quinn, I was very by the book. And I had one of those beds that pushed up right against the side of my bed so that I could easily get her in and out.
Okay, I'm a co-sleeper. So
I am too.
I'm a co-sleeper big time, and I'm a loud and proud co-sleeper. Like I can't wait to fight with someone about co-sleeping.
Yeah.
So I know I just wanted to make sure because I've heard of people who are no, the baby can never sleep in your bed, but then we'll have a motherfucking actual dog in the bed. So I'm just trying to understand what the disconnect is.
No, I was just trying to explain. Like with Quinn, I was very by the book. With Bennett, I was so tired, I didn't care. And then by Lennox, I felt so comfortable having done it with Bennett that he was in the bed the whole from day one. Bennett came in eventually. Like they all slept in my room for an incredibly long amount of time.
Yeah, because they're your children, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Mm. We're the only culture, American, if you can call it that, that does that, and I think it's fucking weird. And I know everybody's going to, anyways, you can roll over on the baby, and your baby could die. Yeah, fuck you. You think I haven't taken precautions?
Right. I know. I was so cautious about it. And a friend once said to me, she was like, nobody ever just like falls out of bed in the middle of the night because they're so unaware of where their body is in the bed. And I always kept the baby closest to me. I always kept the baby away from Chris. There was never any covers up around the baby. I turned my pillow vertically so that there was never a chance that the baby's face could come near it.
Girl, Justin Beck wasn't allowed to sleep in the bed. It was a king-size bed. And as long as it's me and my baby, you can't be up in here. Because I don't know. I can't trust your body. I can trust only mine.
Wow. Where did he sleep? In the guest room?
That ain't my problem. No, you're a first-time mother. You got a newborn baby. I was scared as shit. Like, they scare you. They scare the shit out of you. They scare you. They make co-sleeping like it's a fucking crime. When really, I breastfeed.
Yeah.
And my baby's hungry. I'm not going to, if I'm breastfeeding, what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the crib, pick the baby up, go back to my room, burp the baby, change the baby, put the baby, that's a lot of fucking work. I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
I'm putting my titty in the baby's mouth. We're changing the baby's diaper.
Yeah.
And we're going back to sleep.
Yeah. For mine, a lot of it was because I had a cesarean. I remember with Quinn, like, that first few nights at home and like trying to figure out how to get my body up out of bed with the least amount of pain possible. And so with Bennett, it was also kind of one of those things out of necessity. Like it just hurt so bad. And sometimes Chris is impossible to wake that sometimes I couldn't wake him up to get him in time. And then by the time you do that, then they're like
screaming.
Furious and And
you got to get to, and that's the other thing. Once the baby is screaming, it's too, you've missed that window.
Right. No, you're not going back to sleep at all.
My baby, it was a, titty. Titty. Shh. I don't want to hear no motherfucking sounds. Eat this food. I cannot. So, like, Shalom was a co-slept, breastfed, baby-worn, crunchy granola-ass baby. And she's perfectly well adjusted. She sleeps in her own room. She's a regular nice person. It didn't fuck her life up like they tell you it will. And then Maja came, and Maja was just a brutal nightmare. Mm-hmm. Didn't latch, couldn't breastfeed, had a bunch of problems. So I had no choice but there would be no... I actually didn't even sleep while co-sleeping. That's how bad she was.
Yeah.
So, like... I don't care what nobody says. Co-sleeping is every other place. It's a cultural norm. Right. And then here they make it like it's such a bad thing. And then I'm like, maybe will stop shooting. Shit. Maybe if you had some nurturing. Because I know we're not allowed to say that, but cry it out is some fucking mean shit to me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can keep this in there. I do not believe in cry it out. I think that shit is so fucking mean.
I know. I don't either. Somebody tried to get me to read Baby Wise And I know there are some people that swear by it and love it, but the thought of like, do you understand like how your human baby works? And like, they don't understand what a schedule is at 4 weeks, at 6 weeks. Like, why? Why waste your time and effort? Like, your baby's learning to trust you. You're trying to bond with your baby. Like, this is what you fucking signed up for. Now just do the work.
And the other thing about that is a baby, its mouth, its ability to make sound, those are the ways that he or she alerts you. What you are doing now is developing mistrust. The child is screaming bloody murder, not for fun, because she needs you. Go pick that fucking baby up and don't put her down again. I don't like that shit. And like, you know, you be in those mommy and me play groups and shit, and it comes up, and you shrivel up real weird because you know it's about to be an argument.
Oh, I know. I had, you know what, I had a friend once, the same one that told me that it was okay for co-sleeping. She said, because Bennett was my hard baby. Quinn was like a robot. Every 3 hours, she would wake, she would eat, she would poop, she'd go right back. 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12.
And that's why she set you up for the okie doke. When that second, same, that was Maja. I thought I was an expert. I was like, I don't know what these people are talking about. Parenting is so easy. I'm amazing. I don't know what the fuck y'all's problem is. I got this baby. All I do is parent. Then Maja came and I was like, why the fuck don't I know how to do anything anymore?
Yes. Oh my God. Same. And Bennett was, he cried for everything. He was like shitting blood. They thought his head was forming wrong. It was bad. It was real bad.
You were like, ooh, what happened to this one? And the whole time I'd be like, ooh, Justin, this is y'all. This is y'all. And this ain't a Howard baby. That y'all did this. I don't know what.
It was hard. But she said to me, listen, because we were like 8 months. He was 8 months old, and we were still sometimes getting up every single hour a night. And the only thing that he wanted was to nurse. And she said, I know you feel like quitting. And she said, but imagine that Chris was in a terrible accident and he was paralyzed and he couldn't speak. And the only way that he could communicate to you was through his facial expressions and by crying. And she said, so let's pretend that he wakes you up in the middle of the night and he's just distraught and he's like streaming tears. She said, would you try every single thing that you could think of to help him? Or would you just look at him and be like, sorry, like work it out? And it really kind of put it into perspective for me. You know, they're not trying to be assholes. Yes, it sucks. Sleeplessness sucks hard. Quinn watched a lot of Dora that first year.
Oh my God. Dora, bitch, every single one. I'd be like, Swiper gonna take the backpack, Dora. You ain't watching the backpack. Like, because I didn't have enough sleep, so now I'm yelling at the TV too. I mean, all the Yo Gabba Gabba, I'd seen every show.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried everything with Maja. I played Japanese flutes. I fucking had a noise machine. I pumped the milk. I put the milk in this. I tried 17 different nipples. Maybe it's my nipples. She sucked. But I got to the bottom of it and it got better. And we continued to co-sleep because that's what that baby needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, cry it out is some cruel shit. I know we're not allowed to say that out loud and it'd be...
I don't understand. I don't understand how somebody could justify it because for me and for, you know, Chris as well, it just didn't work. That's just not how we wanted to parent our kids for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of reasons why people might feel like having a schedule is better. And I just felt like it's important. Like if it works for your family, great. But I just think that you've been tasked with raising this human being and you're just going to let them cry because you don't want to get up in the middle of the night.
And also, that's the fucking gig.
Right. That's what they do.
People have been bringing babies into this world for thousands of years. And the baby's job is to cry because the baby needs you. From day one, that's the gig. So I didn't, I also don't like when I see that shit. crying,
Mm-hmm.
and then the mom's not doing it. Like, you don't see the baby is upset. You're not gonna pick up that baby because I'm about to go pick up your baby, lady.
Yeah. 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 It's hard. My sister-in-law, when she had my niece, she brought her over, and I think she was maybe like 3, 4 months old. And she said, when you put her down, she will fuss and she'll cry, but she can, get herself to sleep. She's okay. And I think that, she was just in a new space. She wasn't in her regular bed. Like, for whatever reason, that baby just cried and cried and cried and cried. And it's like, you want to do right by the mom, because if she's like, I would want somebody to follow my rules implicitly. But I just was like hovering outside the door listening to the monitor. And when it went from that, like, that whining cry that they do sometimes when they don't want to go to sleep into like the hard heaving cry, I went in and got her. And then, of course, she fell asleep right in my arms. And I told my sister-in-law, I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I like didn't do what you told me to do. And I was like, but also, like, I could never let my babies just cry or soothe themselves to sleep. And I said, and when she got to that point where it was like desperate, I said, I just couldn't. I'm sorry. I felt really bad, but I didn't.
But I didn't.
It's a hard place to be in.
Not really.
I know, but like, if you told somebody a specific way to take care of your child, I mean, I could understand why somebody would be upset.
I understand that, but the instructions that I give are, please make sure my child is happy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do, don't be folding clothes. Don't be doing dishes. Your job here today is to make sure my child is happy and safe and clean.
Yeah.
So do what you need to do to make sure all of those needs are met. So all of this fucking, you got to do 10,000 other things. No, a babysitter is for sitting with the baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it. So that fucking, no, she can't have a drink. Guess the fuck she can. She's thirsty. What the fuck?
Yeah.
This isn't Rikers.
Yeah.
What the fuck? The baby's fucking thirsty. Shit. Give the baby a drink. God damn. I don't like... I know that we're not allowed to say that, but I don't like that shit. If the baby's crying, you pick it up and you never put it down. And that's another thing. The baby's only a baby for a very short amount of time.
Exactly. Exactly. Whenever I see, when I was on Facebook and I would see friends say, oh, the baby will only sleep when I'm holding them, but whatever. And every single time, and I've had somebody come back and say this to me, I would say, listen, you will never look back on this time in your life and think, I wish I held my baby less. You'll never look back on this time and think, I wish I didn't snuggle them or whatever. And I said, so if you feel right holding the baby and that's what works for you and that's what works for him, fucking hold that baby. And she did. She messaged me like a couple of years ago and she was like, I saw that message on my Facebook and it resonated with me. And she was like, and I just kind of like took that and kind of made that my North Star of approaching parenting, especially when things are hard or they suck or they, you get conflicting information from people or books or the internet or whatever.
Thank you. Because I'm team don't put that baby down. There's no such thing as you're going to spoil the baby.
No!
How can I spoil the baby? It's a newborn goddamn baby. How can I spoil a baby? The baby doesn't know what spoiling is. The baby's like, bitch, yes. I'm hungry.
Yes.
Bitch, I'm cold.
Yeah.
Bitch, I need to be held. What the fuck is your problem? That's what the baby's telling you when the baby's crying.
I know.
The baby's like, did you not want me to be here? Or I'm trying to understand why you had me go through that small ass fucking tunnel. You think it's just hard for you? Look at my life, okay? I shit myself all day. I have to wait around for you to come get me. Everything I need from you. And you're acting like everything's so hard. I'm laying here flat on my back like a fucking beached turtle waiting for you, bitch. And you're acting like your life is so fucking hard. I'm a fucking newborn. My skull has not fused together, okay? So why don't you put yourself in my tiny fucking shoes that I don't need because I'm a fucking baby and I don't walk. And understand that. I need your fucking help, bitch. I didn't ask to be here. That's what the baby's thinking. That's what my baby was thinking. Why the fuck you got these little Timberlands on me, dumbass? That's what That's what every one of my babies was thinking. These hard-ass, heavy-ass shoes, bitch, take these off me. Shit.
Did you put them on them before they could walk or after?
Justin Beck, every baby that Justin Beck has wears Timbs. And he don't care. I'm like, babe, they're like, no, they're pink though. They're pink though. Every Justin Beck baby has Timbs. There's no baby. They have Timbs right now.
They do?
All of them. It's a rite of passage in our household to go to the Timberland store and get your own Timbs.
That's cute.
It's very cute.
Chris and Quinn got matching Air Max this year. And it was very cute.
Oh, I love Air Max. Don't tell me Air Max 90s.
Yeah. He got a pair and she was like, Daddy, I love those so much. And so when she needed new sneakers, they went together. And then, of course, I'd have their picture taken together the first time that they wore them.
That's
so
adorable. Cute. Yeah. I got
And then you get really low. Everybody's watching you right now, and you need to stop this, or we're going to go out to the car.
Oh my God. I get down low and pretend I'm hugging them really close and tight and comforting. I rub their back really nice, but the visual is me rubbing their back. But what's really happened is I'm going to fucking destroy your whole life in this Old Navy if you don't get it together. Do you understand? Do you know what's on the line here? Shopkins are on the line here. I need total compliance. So when I get up, together. Get it together. Yeah, not that face. Get it together. It works.
Oh, Lennox has a fit every time we go to Old Navy. Every single time.
Why doesn't he like it? He doesn't like a $2 flip-flop?
Because he wants the character shirts, and then he will run away from me.
You mean to tell me you're going to deprive him of the ugly character shirt?
No, I give in because he's the baby. He gets whatever he wants.
Yeah, as he should.
He walked out of there with a $1.97 Captain America bathing suit size 4 when he was like 18 months because the kid loved Captain America, and he can only now just fit into it.
Yeah, that's what it takes. And it was $1, so kiss his whole ass.
But the checkout with the candy and the Amy's cheddar bunnies and the sour baby bottle with the dip, it's like you've got to wait in that godforsaken line and then they stand there.
Reason. It's hot in there, right? Do you get hot in there?
It's hot.
Dude, when I wait in that line, and they get you good. They get you. And I'll tell you the worst ones. It's Home Goods.
Yep.
TJ Maxx.
Uh-huh.
What's the other one that has the shit winding all around?
Marshalls. Or Marshalls does.
Nordstrom Rack.
Yes.
So the way they set that line up is they know that you're going to be in line with your child begging for shit.
Yeah.
And they also know that while you're standing in that line, you're going to be like, potpourri chips. When you know full well you don't need no motherfucking... Can we just talk about that? Who needs a potpourri chip, please? What the fuck are you going to do with that dried debris in a bowl on the table that don't even smell good after day 5? You are just collecting. And I've been to people's house before.
Yeah.
Years. And it's the same motherfucker. You're not going to refresh that shit? I don't think it's supposed to be there for a long-ass time. Like, really, honestly, all potpourri is like, it's what you lay down in a cage for a gerbil.
It's dried flowers.
I need that the fuck out of here. I'm not wiping around that. I'm not picking. Why?
And then it's dusty. When it gets dusty on the top, like when somebody has it in their bathroom, like your grandma has it in the bathroom, and it's got like a fine layer of like doo-doo dust.
Hold on a second. I cannot stand decor in a bathroom.
No.
It infuriates me to no end. I know that this whole room is covered in a layer of doo-doo crystals, just everywhere. Just doo-doo. It's doo-doo on the light switch. It's doo-doo in the fucking fan vent. It's doo-doo on that fucking community hand towel that you want me to wipe my hands on. which I won't do. I'll wipe my hands on the inside of my t-shirt before I wipe my hands on your fucking community hand towel on a handbar. And I don't give a fuck about the earth. I need paper towels in that bitch so I can wipe my hands on some fresh shit, kiss my whole ass. Fuck your community towel. I also don't, and the other problem is a colored community towel. A pink one, a beige one, a blue one, a gray one. Oh, this one has arrows. This one has stripes. Bitch, that can't be bleached. And you got everybody wiping their hands on it.
White towels, white washcloths, white hand towels,
Okay,
white
but
floor mats.
What do you wipe your hands with in the bathroom after you're done washing your hands?
I have a community hand towel. However,
You love that dial tone.
whenever somebody, like if we're having family over or we're having a party or something happening, there is a fresh towel that is put out for those guests. And then when it is done for the night, it goes into the wash. So the kids have, yep, go
but
ahead.
The guests now share the towel.
Right, but they just touch it for the time that they're at my house. And then when they go away for the evening.
But we don't. Did the guests wash their hands for 20 seconds? Did them motherfuckers sing happy birthday? They did not. They ran their hands under them. They did not. And then they wiped their hands after they dug in their nose and dug up in their booty. And then put their half-wet hand on that towel. And then another guest went in, and another guest, and another guest. So now that towel is straight coronavirus. And I can't have it. I can't have it. I need disposable napkins in the bathroom. In fact, these are the items you need in a bathroom, according to Melissa Beck, who is right. You need toilet paper. And no, not toilet paper 4 rolls deep and then there's a toilet paper on top.
Nope. It cannot be out in the open.
Toilet paper stays in its plastic. Toilet paper stays in its plastic pouch until it is ready to be replaced. There's one area in your house where the unused toilet paper goes, and it's still in its plastic. It doesn't come out of its fresh plastic until it's time to wipe your fucking ass with it. Number 1.
Wait a minute. But most toilet paper comes like it's either all packaged together in like one flat or it comes in the separate 6 rolls. So what happens when you open a pack of 6?
Why are all of them out? You take the one out, and now you have 5 in the plastic.
Oh, no. I take all mine out, and they go in the kids' closet in the bathroom, and they go under my sink in my bathroom.
Okay, see, Justin Beck likes to take them all out of the plastic.
Yeah.
And put them in a special drawer, and that drawer, holds all the out of the plastic toilet papers. It drives me nuts because I need that toilet paper in its plastic and untouched to the earth and air until it's time to wipe my ass with it. So, fuck you. I don't give a shit. I will, even when it says it's 1 roll left, and now the plastic's giant because, well, wrap it around. Wrap the plastic around until it's a tight little ball. I do not want my toilet paper or my paper towels out of the plastic until it's time to use them. It's a germ thing.
Even if it's in a closet or a drawer, it's not being touched, open.
I said no. I need it in the plastic, please.
I mean, maybe we just let Justin keep that picture on the wall. He gave away Paco. Your real particular method.
I want, and he thinks I'm crazy. He'll be like, babe, really? Like, this plastic's like, it's protecting the paper, please. That's how I want it. So back to my proper list of how to do your bathroom.
Yes, toilet paper in a package. Correct. Go.
That's not visible to anybody. So toilet paper on its dispenser as it is 1 roll. Not. I hate those toilet paper caddies where it's 4 rolls.
No.
So everybody's been flushing the toilet. We don't know if they put the seat down. So you just flush the toilet. Doo-doo crystals are now on the fresh toilet paper that's not yet used. Good job, asshole. So soap dispenser filled to the brim at all times. Disposable napkins.
Yeah.
And then in the closed medicine cabinet, mints that I don't ever eat. Those are for guests because I don't know how well the guests wash. I never go back in that mint thing because a guest went in there, washed their hands how they wash their hands, however they were fucking raised. Who knows? And then they go in my medicine cabinet because they're going in there. And they grab a mint, but I don't know how well they wash their hands. So those mints are just for guests. I don't know if it had anything, but if your breaths don't, good luck. It's based on which guest came up over here. Hand sanitizer, Hibiclens, which is like the medical grade surgical soap. Yeah. I like to have it in there just so that you know what kind of person you're fucking with when you come up in my bathroom. There's Tylenol, there's Advil, there's more disposable napkins. There's I don't know why, but I like a tweezer in a medicine cabinet. I know that it shouldn't be a community tweezer, but you never know. You'll be somewhere and you'll be like, fuck, I really need
chin
to get
hair.
This. You never know. So I like to keep a tweezer available.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all a bathroom needs. A bathroom does not need live, love, laugh. It doesn't need some motherfucking pine cones. It don't need no motherfucking seashells. Collecting dust and doodle crystals. Get all that shit the fuck out of there. Stop that. Live, love, laugh. I said live, love, laugh. Get that shit the fuck out. First of all, don't tell me what to do. I'm taking a shit. Ain't nothing to laugh about. Ain't nothing to laugh. I'm losing time on my life right now sitting here trying to take this shit at your house. Live, love, laugh. Get the fuck out of here. I hate live, love, laugh.
I hate live, love, laugh. I hate anything that like our family rules. Any of those like shabby chic like signs with words on them. No.
I hate words. I hate words. Coffee. Yeah, bitch, you're in the kitchen. What the fuck? I need directions to the coffee area.
Grocery, kitchen, laundry. I hate all that.
Eat with a knife and fork. Yeah, bitch, I'm in a kitchen. I don't need direct. Like it's like when she was teaching Celie how to read. Like, what the fuck? I don't need a sign to tell me what to do in here.
Right.
I cannot stand a directive. I really can't. What's the other thing? Home is where the heart is. Home, sweet home. I hate it. What else do I hate in the house? See, now you got me on a roll. So yeah, when you're standing in line at the Home Goods, you don't need those potpourri chips. You really don't.
You don't.
You don't need those elf brushes. You don't need them. You don't need that costume jewelry. You don't need that notebook. You don't need that insulated lunchbox.
You don't need those little wax melts.
What are you going to do with those?
The weird candies get me every single time. Every time.
And then you're mad when they taste like shit.
Mm-hmm.
What am I eating a violet candy for? The fuck? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Live, love, laugh. I said live, love, laugh.
What's that from?
It was a TikTok.
Maybe that's what... That sounds so familiar.
A girl made a TikTok. I wish I could find it.
Showing the signs, right?
Yes, and she was going, live, love, laugh. I said, live, love, laugh. That shit had me dying because it's so true.
Yeah, you can tell you're in such a bad mood.
Because I am aggro about toilet paper and it's best.
You're angry about... Cry it out. You're angry about dogs.
But cry it out is cruel. Sorry.
You're mad about dogs.
On this episode, Melissa hates everything about your life. Go ahead and unsubscribe. It's over. You thought you liked her. We built it up like she was great. She's actually a fucking raging cunt.
That's it. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed today's show or any of the shows thus far, make sure that you hop into Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star rating and review. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button no matter where you listen to podcasts so that you don't miss out on any new episodes. In the meantime, don't be a stranger. You can find us on Instagram, imperfectstrangers_podcast, on Twitter, imperfstrangers, Facebook, Imperfect Strangers Podcast, or shoot us an email at bs.strangers@gmail.com. We will see you next Friday. In the meantime, have a good week, and we'll catch you soon. Goodbye.